We thought the war, at last, was ended.
Today, our days of peace begin.
It was definitely a combination of working with a wonderful movement coach Laura and dialect coach Leith McPherson, who, you know, as well as costume and hair and makeup and you know, add on like the wonderful sets and the feet, of course, which really helped ground Nori. And so once I had all of that, it was about working and with the showrunners on creating kind of a Harfoot that's curious, has a lot of heart, but is also resistant and longing for change. And so it was just kind of wanting that to come off the page and being really aware that her curiosity could come across as something that was quite, it could be quite like naive and almost selfish, but that we really wanted to ensure that I really wanted to ensure that it was also just with a greater intention of helping the Harfoot community in some way. So, yeah, that's how we did it.
This journey has been such an epic journey in so many ways, but this show has become more than a show for all of us. It's become families, become communities, become a major part of our lives. I am eager to show what we've put into this work. And nervous, I think there's always a little bit of that component, but I think for the most part, I feel very proud of what we made and what each one of these cast members brought to the table. There's so much beauty, so much heart, the artistry behind the thousands of people that worked in this show as well, because we are the faces of it in a certain way, but we are also the hosts and the vessels for a lot of artistry, a lot of hours, years of work and ideation. So yeah, I think we're all excited to just bring this to your homes, devices, and hearts.
We went to San Diego not long ago, so that was my first experience of the Comic-Con. So for that weekend, it was like entering a different world, really. So in that way, it's exciting. I'm ready to embrace it. I love the fact that so many people congregate together with love of fantasy and the fantasy world, and I think that that genre is a great escapism for people to be able to go to, and it's really heartwarming. Actually, to be a part of that and to witness that, and I'm embracing it. I'm absolutely loving it.
Oh wow! I mean, it definitely fired my imagination. Not only reading the books, but just going in for a fitting and walking into Kate Hawley's like compound, and like. Seeing all the artisans that were working on little pieces, like a leather worker working on little leather pieces on a costume, or beadwork, or putting shells on certain costumes. Like that, for me, was the most magical part that fired my imagination, and also the sets. Numenor is there are some parallels to Rome. I want to be careful because I know Tolkien famously didn't like allegory, so noticing those. Similarities, sometimes I feel a little like, oh, that's not allowed. But yeah, I mean, I certainly thought a lot about American history and quite a bit about Rome, especially in sort of situating Numenor in my own mind and making it relatable to me.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
The skies are strange.
It is here, Galadriel. The moment we feared.
Evil does not sleep.
darkness, tempting shadow to bury us all beneath the mountain.
He has not one name, but many.
Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
If the evil rising is left unchecked, it will take us all. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you. Together we can survive this! Fight with me.
Each of us must decide who we shall be.
There can be no trust between hammer and rock. Eventually, one or the other must surely break.
You have been told many lies of Middle-earth.